What's going on, everybody? It's your main man Mel here, and I just want you to listen up and also.
Listen to the music. Get down. Hey, you guys, what's happening? Long time no speak, right? I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. There's a lot to talk about. I kind of want to touch on the last time that we spoke. Um, we were talking about the girl who was with the 40-year-old man. You know what I mean? And it was not to them. It was a beautiful situation. Now, just to let you know what's going on with that, it turns out the guy has AIDS. You know what I mean? So well, that's just speculating from what everything's going on and conspiring. And now the mother's defending herself from the daughter, saying that, oh, I wasn't in jail for drugs. I was in jail because I was defending her life and her honor because she was being molested. It was just a lot of stuff. I was just like, whew, this family is lit. But hence, women have to stand up and be strong. And so it's important that the woman really, I'm not telling you ladies how to be, but the women have that the women have a um a a strong background and a support system that can actually help raise the young child, because a lot of kids these days are going astray. They're going astray and they're falling for anything. Saying just because a person's a player doesn't mean that he has good intentions, or just because a person's a player doesn't mean he has bad intentions. You see what I mean? It's just a level of a person's mind and how they want to conduct themselves as far as other people are concerned. And me personally, I feel that if you are going to do things that include other people, you have to be understanding of them. You know what I'm saying? And even empathize with them. You know what I mean? Because, hey, we are on this earth. We have to live together, right? So let's enjoy each other. Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys is that it's important that you guys put yourself in positions to be chosen, okay? You can't learn the things that you need to learn and the build your confidence in not actually putting yourself out there. A lot of people are more book smarts. A lot of people are more doers. Well, in a situation like this where you're actually talking to other women and you're just getting to know them, you gotta talk to them. You're gonna have to say something to a woman. You know what I mean? You guys, like, just I am how not to have to talk to a woman so that they can come over to you, so that you know what I mean, so that you can just go ahead and do your thing. But things don't turn out like that a lot. Women are slowly getting away from the old style of um, traditional courtship. You know what I mean? They're not nowadays. They're getting used to the fact that women can holler now. Women can actually be the ones that actually initiate things. You know what I mean? And that's the time and day that we live in. But a woman will always expect a man to, you know, do the man thing, do the man role, and come up to her and talk to her. So you actually have to go over there and talk to him. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be anything that's like elaborate. Like,
Girl, where are they? Your wigs? I know an angel when I see one.
but in all fairness, you have to speak. You know what I mean? You have to say something. Now, if you don't feel comfortable talking to a woman, have a buddy that you go with. You know what I mean? Let me tell you about this one time. I have a cousin. His name is George, and he, me and him, whenever we go out, we'll play good cop, bad cop. Now, we weren't necessarily being cops, but we were playing good cop and bad cop. And good cop and bad cop is basically where I see a girl that I like, and I say, hey, I like that girl right there. And then he'll go over there, and then he'll act like, hey, girl, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You just say something. I don't know what he would say. He'll just pick something off of her and just be like, just work off of it. And then once I see that the girl's like,
What? You weird.
no, and I'll just come in. I'll be watching the whole thing. I'll just come in at the right minute and just,
Hey, man, I back up, fool. You can see that she don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
and then he'll just be like, all right, bro, all right, you know what I'm saying? All right. And then he'll back off and walk away. And I know this seems too elaborate, but sometimes it takes that. The woman that I ended up getting the number to, you know what I mean? She had no idea that that was my cousin. She had no idea that she was actually being, yeah, what's the word? Like, um what's the word? Like when you're punked or whatever. Yeah, but I'll get the number and I'll get her in the thrall, and then we're on the phone. Now, if you have a friend that can work with you just like that, that is a way that it can be easier. I call that the handlebars motion. You know what I mean? Because you are not necessarily on your own, but at the same time, you're still out there communicating with the opposite sex. So, if you are not comfortable, try that. And number two, I want to touch on this before I actually turn this video off. Um, Qualifying a woman is important. You have to qualify them because they're qualifying you. Some of their qualifications for you are high. Some of their qualifications for you are low. But you also have to do. Yep, excuse me. You also have to do some qualifying yourself, or else you just seem like another guy who's desperate just to get the nana. And what I mean about the nana, the vagina. You know what I'm saying? So, um, qualify them. Ask them questions like, so where is your family? Where's your father? What do you do? What are your goals for the future? And this is all why after you've introduced yourself as someone who's potentially ready to be in her life in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? My name is Mel. I was seeing you from over there. What's your name? May I sit down? You know what I mean? Things like that. Like it's just a simple thing, but it means a lot because what it's doing is it's positioning you to be in that spot of talking to her. When a woman says, no, I don't want to talk to you, and she's just really, really rude, you can choose to respect that, or you can choose not to. Do you know what my favorite cartoon character was when I was growing up? It was Pepe Le Pew. Excuse me, that was my alarm again. It was Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew got rejected hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times by this pussycat, kitty cat. And so the cat would just, she was like a pretty cat, that black and white cat. So he was a skunk and he always stank. Hence, you gotta look good, you gotta smell good. Everything has to be the package. So then, one day she decides, okay, I like this guy. I'm gonna douse myself with the most stinkiest stuff, and she just did. And she ran over to him and she hugged him, kissed him, everything that Pepe Le Pew always wanted, right? But then after he found out that she stank, Pepe Le Pew's like, oh, baby, Pepe Le Pew is not ready for you. All of a sudden he was trying to run away. You know what I'm saying? And that goes so hard, bro, you guys. Let me tell you, to smell good is the last form of seduction. The first form of seduction is your appearance, you man. The second one is the way you communicate, so visually, auditorially, and even sense, the smell. Those are a part of the five senses. You see what I'm saying? If you appeal to all of them all at once, that's great. That's great because now you're on a different level of actually even talking to these women, bro. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about being the smoothest guy, the jack of all trades. No, just worry about you getting in there. You know what I mean? If you see yourself in there, getting in there, and even make yourself look like a fool. You know what I mean? If it's bad, then you won't do it again. But one thing that you can't take, like people always say, if you're a player, you can't have emotion. I disagree. I think you should show all the emotion that you can, right? And then once they come to you, seeing that, then you can direct it the way you want it to. See, you're human. You're not a robot. You're not, oh, a girl just got her arm chopped off. Oh, too bad for her. And when you make love, you don't make love like, You know what I mean? You get into it, you feel it. And so I don't see how that fits in being a person who has no emotion, no character. You know what I mean? So they say don't show character, don't show emotion. I say like this: don't show emotion off of being rejected. Okay, that's where I won't show any remote emotion. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Not showing emotion while you know what I mean, of being around her. Being with her. You know what I mean? Not having a heart when something happens. You know. And then women will complain. And then when they meet a guy like you or me, boom, took your girl. Or at least got her to think about it. And I'm not that kind of guy. Really, I'm not. I'm not the kind of guy that tries to take anybody's girl. But that's what it is. Don't make the mistake of not having an emotional character. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're sad, you're sad. You're whatever is human. Be that. You feel me? So be yourself. I hope this video really did something for you. Go out there and practice, you know what I mean? And if you don't know how to do it by yourself, get a friend, get a buddy. You know what I mean? That person is going to, they won't know it. They won't know it. But they will be a very big asset to you developing the skills of talking to a woman. The next video, I'm going to break down to you how to qualify a woman. How to step by step, boom, 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 until to the point where so qualifying the point where she even realized, like, wait a minute, this guy likes me and I like him. To, you know what, let's get together. So that's on the next video, so look out for that. And I want to congratulate anybody who took it upon themselves to try these methods out. And if you didn't, that's still solid. Don't worry about it. And also, do not force anything. One thing about love and the idea of love is nothing should be forced. You know what I mean? When it's forced, that's when it's awkward. But when it's just in everything's in the right spot, the girl's in the right place, you're in the right place, she's looking at you, you're looking at her.
Okay, I think it's time to make action happen. You know what I'm saying?
So look out for times like that and be vigilant, and always keep them guessing. If they think that if they think that you are gonna holler, don't. Just go over there and stand next to him. Just say, hi. And then just maybe, you can do whatever you want. Have that paintbrush. Paint the show. Okay? Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go so you can actually have time to go talk to some women. Like I always, it's your main man now. Go out there and have fun, man. Remember, like, just think like you're a little kid in the sandbox. You don't have to, be scared. You weren't scared in the sandbox. You were just playing. You want to be my friend? Go and make a friend.